Yes, thank you. I'm here with Libby Stevens, the CEO of the West Texas Food Bank. Thank you so much for joining me today, Libby.
Thank you for having me, Rachel. We're always so happy when you come and visit us here at the West Texas Food Bank.
So, can you give me first a quick little wrap up of what you guys saw this year? How many people you served?
This year we're still kind of clamming out the numbers, but we're definitely saw more than we did last year. We saw some decrease in the amount of people that were needing our services at the first half of the year, but I think once we got to summer and it was hot and air conditioners were running, electric bills, kiddos were home from school, and then of course, we went into the government shutdown and no SNAP benefits. We definitely saw an increase toward the beginning, toward the end part of our year. So it was a little stressful, but as always, the West Texas Food Bank, we figured it out and we adjusted our sales and we just kept going again. But what's amazing is this community. Like, I cannot tell you enough, Rachel, like how supportive people came. It wasn't just, like volunteers, which there were more volunteers than we've ever had this year. I think we were over close to 10,000 volunteers that graced our doorstep with coming to help us do our work. And then also, we lost over $2 million in federal funding, which were grants to actually support local growers for us to purchase food. Those grants were actually canceled back in February. And that's a large part of our budget, to purchase food and have variety, not only for the neighbors we serve, but over the 100 partner agencies in the 19 counties. But what was amazing is we had foundations, we had corporations really step up and help us be able to continue purchasing food within our budget. And then we actually made an outcry. I don't know if you remember, it seems like so long ago now that we are in the new year. During the government shutdown and the SNAP benefits, where we said we needed support, and we waited until we were for sure we needed support. And when we made that outcry, and I look back on those 6 or 8 weeks, and I think I cried more just in being humbled at people's generosity, people calling support, people who were anonymous and wrote very large gifts to help support us in our work. And it truly is amazing how West Texas is probably one of the most philanthropic places, I think, for sure in the state of Texas, maybe in the country. Because when you do say you need help, we definitely lean in.
And of course, you did mention the struggles you guys had this year, but what does the need look like every year? Are you guys increasing, decreasing? What do you see year after year?
We've been increasing really since COVID, and we actually finally this past year started to see some decrease, which was really actually pretty exciting, because as the West Texas Food Bank, we don't want to continue to do more pounds every year, because that means we have more and more people in our lines. We want to be able to either stay flat or decrease, because that means that we're actually getting people into more sustainable situations, and we're able to reach the new ones that come in. So for us to continue to keep going up is concerning, especially over the last 5 years. We are excited about some things that we are going to be doing this coming year in our new year, and we're actually going to be really addressing those needs as far as root causes of hunger is probably the best way to put it. And we've really worked on expanding our collaborative relationships, as far as like looking at literacy as a cause of hunger. What can we do to partner with the Literacy Coalition? How can we partner more with the education foundations in Midland and Odessa? And also looking at our rural communities. Do we need to have help with ESL classes? Do we need to help bring those resources to these communities so we truly can start addressing those root causes, because we want to see us go down in pounds. Like, that's the whole goal, because that means that we're truly getting people the help and the services they need.
And then we are currently in your guys' Midland warehouse. You also have a huge one in Odessa. But you're just coming out of the holiday season, which is your busiest time of year. What does your inventory look like? Where are you guys now compared to previous years?
I think we're down probably like 3 to 5%. Of course, some of that is we've lost some government support in food. We are hoping that going into 26, that sounds so strange to say, that we're going to be able to work with Texas Department of Agriculture and, of course, USDA, and be able to bring some more resources back to West Texas. There should be a skinny farm bill that should be done sometime this year, hopefully. And so hopefully that'll have some wins in there for not just the West Texas Food Bank, but all the food banks across the country.
And then finally, in 2026, what can the community do to help you guys out, continue to help you guys do your mission and feed the people of West Texas?
You guys have been so amazing with food drives and funds this past fall, and I can't say that was so great to have so many little people in schools lean in and say, we're going to do a food drive. And so I'm going to say, please continue to have your kiddos do those food drives, like to see how creative and how excited they got by building things or doing a domino thing with cereal boxes, and it was really incredible to watch, them figure out a fun way to address hunger in our community. Of course, we are going to have our Earth Day celebration come up. We'll be doing it with Sibley this year, and we'll have some new surprises, which will always be good to see. And then, of course, we will again have our Children's Farmers Market in June here at the West Texas Food Bank campus in Midland. No, actually, it's in Odessa. Sorry. So we invite everybody to come and hang out at that. But we also, of course, will have Empty Bowls March the 28th. It'll be at the Midland campus this year, at the Midland College campus. And we definitely invite everyone to come out and bring your babies to Empty Bowls at Midland College. It's probably one of my most favorite events that we do. It's very heartfelt. It's very organic. We have kids all over the Permian Basin this year who have made bowls to help support Empty Bowls. And so I say, please come out and support our artists and come out and support the West Texas Food Bank.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year,
Yes.
Rachel.
And Happy New Year to all of our viewers out there. For First Lloyd 7 News, I'm Rachel Fortunato.